remarks. Once again this school year, the Hazel Park schools are celebrating S.H.A.P.E. In this, our 1993 edition, you'll see the school system affecting the young and the old, both in and out of school buildings, from before sunrise until late at night, and through both paid staff and volunteers. Let's see who else is working this early in the morning. Extracurricular activities, like jazz band practice, start early. It's been quite a year for the high school band.
Well, our year started out with a very eventful band camp at Camp Nehelu up in Ortonville, Michigan. We spent a week there from August 16th to August 22nd. The band worked hard at a brand new show, a tough drill design that we spent most of the time of camp preparing for, and then we got to perform that at home football games. The highlight of the fall was performing for President Bush and serving as the presidential band at the Hamtramck Labor Day Parade. Since that time, we performed in a Christmas concert, and in addition, our percussion line performed at a percussion competition January 23rd in Chicago, Illinois, where they did a wonderful job and competed with some of the nation's best percussion lines.
This is our finest journey home from school yet.
Mr. McCoy and the high school band also accompanied this year's drama club production, Bye Bye Birdie.
That's the way to go.
Once the regular school day begins, some forward-looking teaching gets started. You may have already seen on the TV news or have read in the newspaper reports about the innovative new reading curriculum, which premiered this year in Hazel Park. Students read real stories and often use the information they gain in other subjects like science or math or social studies. They often extend the stories by creative writing or other projects that demonstrate their understanding of what they've read. At Beecher Junior High School, and also here at Webb Junior High, Mike Stevens conducts an innovative course called Tech Ed for 7th graders. It's Mike's second year teaching here in Hazel Park.
Technology education, or Tech Ed for short, is primarily about design and problem solving. It's a break from what many people used to consider shop classes, in where people would maybe come in and assemble, fabricate some kind of a woodwork project or a metalwork project. The emphasis now is much more on being able to identify technological problems and be able to go about a structured way of solving these problems. The context for these problems can vary from one class to another. It may be in electronics, it may be in the area of hydraulics, robotics, a lot of new technologies that are coming around. Making models is still very much part of the technology experience. It's not all bookwork and academic work, but they have to combine their abilities to design some kind of a model and then apply that design to resources of technology such as materials, gathering information, finding what kind of tools and machines they need to use, and put all these different resources together into producing a model of some kind.
Our community school philosophy is one thing that helps set Hazel Park schools apart. Mr. Kim Hunter is one example of the many volunteers and paid assistants who work in their neighborhood schools.
Well, I went to this school as a child, and I have some very fond memories of it. And now we live just across the street, and both of my children come to the school. And fortunately, I've been able to spend some time working here at the school to get to know some of my children's friends, plus to be able to work with a lot of the kids, which is something I really enjoy doing. I've found it to be a very rewarding experience. With the type of job that I normally have, I don't often get to work with kids as much as I like. And this is really quite interesting.
Giving back to their community is something the kids get involved in too. A new expression of community schools is seen in these Edison students working together with students from Pierce Elementary in Birmingham on the problem of homelessness. This activity is part of the new Pierce-Edison partnership, a voluntary exchange between staffs and students of these two schools. Fifth grade students from both schools are giving their time to learn about the problem of homelessness, discover organizations that are working on it, and find ways to encourage families from both communities to contribute to solutions. In the fall, 4th and 5th graders from each school produced a special harvest celebration for the senior citizens of the two communities. Other partnership activities include shared in-service training, writing to each other, and exchanging videos. And speaking of senior citizens, in addition to grandparents' days like this one at Ford School, Hazel Park seniors participate in the barrier-free Walk in Warmth program evenings at Webb Junior High. They can receive reduced rates at the Jardin School Beauty Shop, take free courses through Adult Ed, gain admission to sports, music, and other events with the Seniors Gold Card, and take advantage of other community services offered through the schools. Hazel Park schools are having a positive effect across a wide range of ages and places. Some of our youngest students are part of Mrs. Jane Flaherty Graham's early intervention program.
Ashley and Anna have been involved in the early intervention program since September. Both of the girls were born with a cleft of the lip and the hard palate. Their speech and language skills are delayed because of numerous hospitalizations and not being able to get out and play with other children. When working together in their home, we're able to center language activities around their daily routine. We're also able to practice language in a very natural, comfortable surrounding for them, and that's more meaningful, and that's the way children develop language. Perhaps the greatest benefit, I think, to the early intervention program is that, again, children are in their own home, in their natural environment. Parents can be active participants with me and their child in play, or they can be onlookers. And lastly, the teacher has a better idea about what the goals should be for a child.
Special education services for children of school age take many forms. Students with learning, behavior, or physical handicaps receive a range of ancillary services like counseling, physical and occupational therapy, speech therapy, and adaptive physical education. But for these special students, being in a regular second grade classroom for part of their school day is having a positive effect. For everyone. At the Marta Jardin Vocational School, students from many districts leave after a mix of academics and job training that has served as a model for programs around the country. Young people here can prepare for occupations in horticulture, hotel and commercial maintenance and building technology, laundry services, food service, auto shop, and welding. Jardin's special education students gain valuable experience working here in the flower shop, which is open to the public Monday through Friday. But before they receive their diploma, each student must complete 800 hours of successful employment outside of the school facility. From 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., the second floor of the Quality Inn here at 9 Mile and John R. is having a positive effect on adults who have returned to school to complete their basic education, to add new job skills like computer literacy, or to develop an interest or hobby. New this year, the Quality Inn facility extends the 30-year tradition of adult ed in Hazel Park through a consortium arrangement with Waterford and Pontiac schools. In the evening, adult ed classes move to Hazel Park High School and Webb Junior High, where things don't shut down till after 10 o'clock. Many of these varsity athletes began competing early in their lives, in elementary school programs in a variety of sports, and often early in the morning. They and their parents have been through the before and after school practices, the weekend events, competing time demands from academic and employment commitments, some injuries and disappointments on and off the field to represent the Viking sports tradition. Win or lose, in this classroom, there's a positive effect in learning the lessons of sports. Taking whatever talent you have and adding dedication, a willingness to learn, to work together with coaches and teammates, and to always give your best effort. Well, the team bus is back in the garage, so I guess it's time to call it a day. We hope that in this look around the district you've seen why Hazel Park schools have a lot to be proud of, and why through all the S.H.A.P.E activities we can celebrate schools having a positive effect. Well, time to get going. Tomorrow's another day. So long.